Hello.
Oh, hey there. I'm Dustin. And today, on the barrel.
Just checking the integrity of the bottle.
How does it look?
What are you doing? This show isn't called Around the Barrel.
Found North, Batch 9, Cask Strength Whisky. Oh gosh, it's been a day.
It's been
1 week since you
looked at me.
What?
Was it 3 months or 1 week? I'm not the artist of the
3
song.
months since you looked at me.
For some people's marriages, that might be true.
I think part of the song is 3 months. It's just not the song is called 1 week.
Oh, is it literally called 1 week? Oh no. I
fine.
swear I was born.
That's great. I'm glad you were born. Thank you for being here.
Found North. Cask Strength Whiskey, aged 19 years, distilled in Canada. Key component, ex-ruby port. Grain, 91% corn, 8% rye, 1% barley. Additives, none. 62.3% alcohol by volume. Oh my god, this is hot as hell. Batch 9, bottle 4902. Every release of Found North is a distinct batch of Canadian whiskey. Wow, I'm so excited. I love Canadian whiskey. I know that everyone gives it a lot of shit. Like, oh, there's not that much coming out of Canada, but the good ones I've had are so good.
I agree.
You know?
The good ones are good.
Alberta Premium?
Classic.
What's some other one? Name some more. Maybe it's this one. Oh, this is just...
What happened there?
I'm just literally oh my god. I don't know how wax is supposed to come off.
Yeah. But thank you so much for that gift.
For what other reason would you have a pocket?
I'm gonna keep it, I don't know, put my trinkets in here or something.
You're too young to have a bunch of trinkets.
Wow! If you're not subscribed yet, feel free to do it. We're trying to get to 5 or 6 million by the end of the year. So there's only a few months left to get from where we're at now, which is 3,000 to 5 or 6 million. So if you could help us out there.
Okay.
So I am glad you're excited because I too am very excited. I admittedly don't know much about Found North, so we're gonna discover together. It sounds like we've already discovered things that are on the bottle.
Well, and this looks like a map or like a golf course or something.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful bottle. If you know more about Found North as a...
I've gotten like 12 sniffs ahead of you. It's so warm.
I'm very excited. This is my first Found North product. There's been 9 apparently. I gotta say, I have high expectations. So the bar is about right here. If I'm kneeling, it's pretty high. Oh, mama.
If I can get through the hellfire.
Oh, sweet vanilla biscuit.
Oh. I was gonna say like apple pie, like a baked apple pie.
I could see a little bit of apple in there, like a red baked apple.
Well, yeah, and I'm not even saying like apple in your face apple. I'm saying like baked apple, which is a little bit of a milder apple.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
Or
absolutely.
a stewed or a cooked apple of some kind.
Oh, you know what it's kind of like? It kind of is like a chewy granola bar if there was an apple flavor for me.
What is something that has, like the oatmeal? You know, the like cinnamon and apples?
Yeah.
The oatmeal that has the tiny little like dried apple pieces in it, that when you rehydrate it with the water and microwave it, they become a little bit bigger again.
I also don't know why. Maybe it's the proof on this, but I'm getting on the nose like the tinge of a distant fire or something. It's not even like smoke. I don't know how to explain it. It's like just the waft in the air. Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of it. I do get more vanilla as time goes on, but at the start I was having trouble picking that up. And to be totally frank, like vanilla is one of those scents that like is kind of famous for its subtlety.
Sure.
In a way, like you can like smack someone in the face with vanilla, but like in general, like I feel like vanilla is the subtle flavor.
Yeah, I get like granola clusters, like vanilla granola clusters, maybe some almond too. There's some sort of nut in here, and it's not
got
peanut.
a little cologne. Are you? No, you're not wearing. I don't even think you. Do you even own cologne?
No, not since high school.
Aqua di
Remember?
Joie?
Yeah.
Or Aqua di Gio? Yeah.
Or I always think the commercials were like Aqua di Joy or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought it was just Aqua di Gio.
All right.
Let's try it.
Moving on. It almost like spilled out of my mouth just because of the sheer heat. Oh, it goes away really fast. Like the hot, it's like hot all over your taste buds, and then immediately like it's almost like somebody like it's like when you put the cover on a candle and you just like kind of immediately extinguish it. That's what that felt like.
Oh, I really like that. Wow. You're right though. It drinks under its proof.
It does on the back at first, and maybe I was
63%.
like bracing for it because I knew it was going to be
62.3%. Wow. It drinks like right in the like lower to mid 50s, which is like my favorite. Oh my goodness. It's like
candied on like the front side. It almost so candied. I don't mean just straight up sweet. I mean like so candied, almost as if whatever it is like a candy encrusted, like any candy, like a Sour Patch Kid, anything you get that literally is covered in sugar, or like those cookies that you roll in sugar before you bake them. It tastes, just like sort of has this candied like shell.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Cool.
You're right. It's like a nice thin candy shell around something. And I think that it's like...
It's a very pure sugar flavor. Like it's a very like pure, not processed.
No, it's like a candied like flower or something, because it's floral as well. It's very
it
floral
doesn't
on the
distinctly...
palate.
I don't taste almost any apples on the taste, I feel like, that I was getting on the nose, and I don't taste other fruits either. Like I don't taste cherries or apricots or whatever.
That is wild. I've honestly, I've never had anything like this. Like I can't think of anything to compare this to where like the way that it coats your tongue and
It's
that
like
sweetness.
a creme brulee. Like it's like a creme brulee. Like
But it's so
vanilla custardy in terms of it just being a very simple, almost understated flavor underneath a crispy layer of candy.
I'm trying to think of what flour it is. Like
how many flowers are
say,
you eating? I feel like this is the third episode where you've mentioned
like, is this what
petunias.
rosewater is?
No.
I've never had rosewater, but I feel like some people drop that note a lot in some whiskeys, like floral whiskeys, and I just don't know if that's what's coming out of that. Maybe not.
Oh
man.
On the backside there it came, and a little bit rosewatery. At first I was like, what the frick are you talking about?
Cool.
And I think rose water or something water is a good way to explain it, because it is not punch you in the face floral. It is really good. It's very unique. Like, what is
Extremely unique, yeah. This is a category just a Canadian whiskey, so this is, did you say like it's 80 or 90-some% corn?
91% corn.
Yeah.
8% rye, 1% barley. It's
Corn
interesting that it's
sweetness,
ex-ruby
man.
port. And ruby, I guess, is a lighter port, right?
I don't know. But
Well,
maybe
it's
not.
certainly on the red scale. I just thought ruby was more pink than...
It's an emerald port.
Anyway, I don't get a ton of port kind of at all. Nothing really dark or red or of any kind of that, like, that end of the spectrum. Yeah,
there's nothing deep.
For me, this
Dark
like
red
kind of
fruits
shot
in
off
this,
in its own
really.
little branch of a spectrum.
Yeah, what an interesting...
I just feel like it's very different from anything else that we've had.
I wonder what about this is different. I mean, this is 19, the youngest in here is 19 years. There's a full list of what is in here. Let me just really quick ask the internet.
Ask Jeeves.
So I guess I couldn't find like the percentages, but from what I could find, this is a blend of 19 to 26-year-old whiskeys. So
what's the price point on this?
I don't remember what MSRP is.
Tastes a little more expensive just insofar as it tastes so unique, and I mean, if the whiskey's that old.
On the Google return, the MSRP is 125 to 200.
Okay. Should I be concerned
But
that you frequently forget how much you spend on these?
No, it's all up here. Yeah, and unfortunately, this bottle is probably one of the not so findable ones. I was lucky to get one. I've heard great things about previous years as well, so I've always wanted to try it and had the opportunity and I took it, you know? And I'm glad I did because this is honestly one of the most unique bottles I think that I've got now. And one of my favorites. Like, this is a really tasty, interesting, unique whiskey. I'm excited to revisit this in a little while too. I don't understand though, like this is a you know, 90-some% corn whiskey. Because this is distilled in Canada and it's bottled then in Rochester, New York. Does the aging take place in Canada too? Or does the aging take place in Rochester, New York?
Well, I'm sure one of our 3,000 plus ladies and gentlemen might know, and they might tell us.
Because I'm just wondering, like, think about a bourbon, right? That's majority corn by law. Mm-hmm. Aged in new oak barrels for a minimum of, you know.
Of course.
Years. But like, this is a corn whiskey. I guess, is it aged,
corn.
Is it aged only in ruby port? Is that what is the most interesting thing going on here? Is that why it's weird?
Why don't we laugh more about the word corn?
What? I mean, now I am.
Tune in next time.
Huh.
Tune in next time when Dustin shows you how to go and get ice cream for his wife.
Yeah. New how-to coming right away. We still have got a couple of hours, so I'll get...